Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of. I mean, we'll start off by just running down the weekend. Did you? I'm sure you've watched enough games. Like the games this weekend were crazy. I feel like there was a lot. I don't know which one you want to start with, but
I'm down for whichever one. Let's go with. I say we go with the last one. Come on, Liverpool United.
Liverpool United.
Yeah, start
The
last.
most controversial one.
Oh,
No, the most controversial one was Arsenal.
The Arsenal one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I'm down to go, man.
yeah. I mean,
Liverpool.
I said this before. I'm gonna say this again. I think United are a train wreck. I don't think there's. I think for them to find anything,
I can't believe where I put them on the table.
dude. I told you, brother.
Where'd you
I
put
told
them?
you.
I put him fourth, man.
You put him in fourth,
Bro, for some reason
Bro.
I have Liverpool tanking and I had Man United.
That's
Both
in
of
insane.
them put
I-
Liverpool at 7th.
Yeah, I did put Liverpool.
I put
seventh.
Liverpool at
7.
7th.
Them
yeah.
two?
Yeah, I gave
that's
him a earful the
insane,
next
bro.
week. I
Yeah,
gave him a
in the
earful.
second
But
episode.
Don't worry.
Crazy.
listen, and I think I still think we're
It's
really
still
early on in
It's
the
still
season.
early.
But there is like evidence that the manager after like a legendary manager for a club is never good. Because if you look at what happened after
So that's why you're saying
Sir Alex
Slot
Ferguson
is
left.
not going to succeed because
I don't think so because Jurgen Klopp left and it was like it's I just don't think it's gonna work. I think he's implementing a new style and I think it's benefiting Salah because he's getting like a lot of touches, a lot of chances.
Yep.
I think Luis Diaz is popping off, but I don't know if the consistency.
You don't think it's going to be
is.
sustainable?
I don't think it's sustainable at all. I don't, especially for his style of play and how hard he's gonna be getting hit.
Yeah.
Going into like the next couple games, I think Ipswich, that was never gonna be a problem.
Then
Who
they
was,
had
he, who
Brentford.
was he running at United? Mazawari? Like
Yeah.
he's not a big defender.
No, it's Dalot actually.
No, that because he's
Dalot's
left
playing
back.
left back.
Dalot,
Dalot was playing left
Dalot
back,
was
so
playing
Salah
left back.
was going at
Mazraoui's
him.
right back.
Mazraoui was playing right back.
I thought Mazawari was playing left back.
No,
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 Dalot was
Dalot
playing
was.
left back.
I'm like, I'll pull it up right now.
100%.
Dalot was playing
Mazraoui
left
is
back.
the right back.
We just
no,
talked-
if Dalot's playing left back, then Mazawari's on the right.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz on the left. He's going up
Oh,
against
I
Oh, I thought you
Mazawari.
were talking about Salah.
Bro, I thought
No,
we were
no,
all
it's
talking
not
about
Salah. I'm talking about
Oh,
Luis
Luis
Diaz.
Diaz,
sorry,
and he
I
was going to.
thought-
Luis
Yeah,
Diaz
sorry,
against
my
Mazawari,
fault.
not a big
All right,
defender,
my
but it's
fault, my
like
fault.
he hasn't faced like a heavy like someone who's gonna
pure
like,
defensive-
body
yeah.
him. It's like I'm gonna put you down and you're not gonna be able to get past me. And I think he's
Fair.
great.
Yeah,
I
but-
think Luis Diaz is great, but
But to what extent does that still exist in the Premier League, though? Like, are there really, like, fullbacks that are, like, pure defenders? Like, other than AWB, who is, like, a fullback that will consistently defend one-on-one against the best right now?
it's not necessarily
Right now,
If you
no.
tell
But-
Rhys James.
But it's not
Reece
necessarily.
James is
but
probably
Reece
the best
James
at
is.
it.
Yeah, but
he's
you have a
not
better
right now.
chance of
Reece James hasn't been the
you have
best.
a
He's
better
not
chance
right
of
now.
beating him than him getting on the field. So
That's true.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He's not a right back. He's a B right back.
But I don't know. I just the way
first
I view
work
it,
from home, right back.
I just the way I see it.
Work
it's
from the
like,
hospital, if anything.
Even if it
Work
isn't,
from
like,
the
you look
hospital.
at the way like Ben White. Ben White is a
Oh,
is
okay.
a solid, almost like bruiser right back when it comes to like the style of play. Like, he is a
Well, he's a center. He's a center back turned right back.
exactly. But my
Yeah.
point is that when he comes up someone like a Ben White, when he goes up against someone like an AWB, which I'm not saying we're gonna win the game, but I'm saying is like it's gonna be hard for him to like produce what he's producing.
Yeah, I think he'll even do fine against like someone like Kyle Walker. Like
He toyed with him last year.
I don't.
Yeah,
So-
he
I
He
think
toyed with him last year.
I think I don't know if it'll be that easy for him. He might have told him last year, but I don't think he also was struggling against nobody's yet last year.
yeah.
So
But then you got Salah on the right, bro. Like it's like,
No,
all right,
of
maybe
course.
one person's not producing because he's not going, or maybe he's going
Yeah,
up
you
against
still
someone
got
that's harder.
Salah
But then you
over
still
there.
got Salah, and that opens that up just as much.
To be
Of course,
fair, his
but I-
1v1 threat has low key, I think, dropped a little bit. He's
Who,
not as
Salah?
Salah. I don't think he's been taking on defenders as much. I feel like he's more of a creative outlet and a goal scoring machine, but he doesn't seem like the dribbler that he once was. I don't know if that's just me
I don't think he
watching.
needs to be.
but that's my point.
Yeah, I think
So
he has the
ball has to
quality
get
now
to
that he
him.
doesn't. Yeah,
And
they
it's
find
not going to
those
get to him.
spaces.
It's not. But I think the midfielder is class, and I think the midfielder is going to be able to get there a lot of the time. But there are going to be moments where like it's going to fall through because it's I think Gravenberch is good. I just think Gravenberch, and he's like benefiting of playing under a different play style, so that's going to help. Sorry, sneeze.
bless you, bro.
Bless
Sneeze
you.
out.
No,
Oh my,
brother.
bro, come
There's
on,
five
bro.
people in this room.
I'd rather
I
you
hate when he
sneeze
does
out,
that.
bro. That
No.
shit drives me nuts. There's a reason your body's telling you to sneeze. It's because there's something in there bothering you and you're holding it in. Come on, bro.
you're just gonna
Simple
sneeze again.
biology. Jesus. Anyways, before you continue.
No.
No, before you continue, this is about Salah. I wanted to pull up a stat just because I wanted to see if my statement like held some truth in it. He is 54th percentile in progressive carries, and in successful take-ons, he's in the 17th percentile now. But if you ever, this is on FBref, if you ever look at his non-penalty goals, 98 percentile. Then you look at his assists, 98 percentile. Touches in the penalty area, 99 percentile. So he's doing what he needs to do.
Yeah,
But I am a little worried that could drop all those numbers because of his play style now, where he's not as direct, but now everything's kind of being forced towards him in a sense. So now I think he's going to start regressing, but not in goal scoring terms. I'm talking about in build up terms. He seems isolated now, and I think that's what he's trying to do on purpose.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
Progressive carries also doesn't translate to taking people on one-on-one. Progressive carries can also
just
be
bringing
like,
it towards
bringing it to
bring the
another
ball.
another part of
exactly.
the pitch.
But then your
So-
successful
It's-
take on percentage is 17%.
Which
So that's really the 17th percentile, not percentile. So he's all the way down there. Like if you put someone for
what would be
Doku,
median, like an average for that? Then I feel like that's still like
so right now he's
slightly
at
above average.
he's at 0.92 take-ons per 90. So one a game. Like if you put that compared to Jeremy Doku, who I think are very similar in terms of profile when they first joined. Obviously, Salah is way more lethal when he first joined Liverpool with those 30-something goals.
He's also getting older.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Age is
saying. I
catching
feel
up,
like,
yeah.
now he's playing in a different play style. Doku's in the 99 percentile for successful take-ons, which is 5.53. It's 5 more than Salah's getting per game. But it's also
Yeah,
just the
I
way
mean,
that they play.
yeah, it has a
So-
lot to do with the way they play. I
Yeah.
think Salah's a lot of the time, if he's not the last one to touch the ball, he's the second to last. He's getting the assist.
Yeah, which is fine.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. But
It's actually nice to see.
think about the level of like how well they have to play for such a consistent time, not making any signings, losing
Yeah.
players like Tiago, losing players like Joel Matip,
Mhm.
who are rotational
Influential-
players,
influential
and they're like
enough.
not only
Yep.
influential on and off the pitch.
Mhm.
And that's not to say they're not going to play well.
They even lost their captain. They lost
Exactly.
Henderson.
Exactly, but they lost Henderson too.
Well, they
seasons
only
Yeah,
lost
but
Tiago
I-
as a player. He's still on the coaching staff. So
No, he's not.
yeah, he is.
I think he is on a coaching
Tiago-
staff.
Tiago
Is
went
it
to-
He's on
Liverpool,
8
though?
coaching
Tiago-
staffs. It's not Liverpool's.
Tiago
Is
coaching
he on
went to-
Barcelona?
He was on Barcelona. I think he got a job as a coach somewhere.
I thought he was a job. I thought he was a.
I thought he was on
Hansi
the
Flick job.
Liverpool
No, he definitely-
coaching staff.
I've seen him in the Barca jersey, so it definitely is like he was on the Barca coaching staff.
Oh,
Unless
yeah, you're right. He did leave. Left his role as Xavi's assistant coach.
yeah, he left there, but I don't
Huh.
know where he's at now.
I thought he got signed by somebody else.
Wait.
I saw
No,
links
he's
to
back
him.
on Barcelona. I'm lying. Tiago joins Barcelona staff after Liverpool retirement. Tiago Cantara has temporarily joined Hansi Flick's coaching staff. So yeah, it was.
no, but he's not there anymore. He left.
He might have left. This was August.
saw-
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
August 16, 2024. But why is it saying Xavi's assistant coach?
Because he was his assistant.
He's left his role as okay.
As
I
Xavi's
see.
assistant coach.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm understanding now. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
Okay, so, but yeah, the amount of players that they've lost. I'm not saying that. Like, it's if there's anything that and West Ham, my takes on them and on West Ham were very extreme. I think they were like West Ham have to have the best season and Liverpool have to have the worst season.
Yeah.
But I still think it's like very, very possible. I think they're fresh off of like playing well last year. Like players are gonna go like momentum wise, they're gonna keep pushing.
I don't know how their depth's looking either. If they get
But
an
that's what I'm
injury
saying. They've lost
on
players
attack-
and haven't signed
on
anyone. They signed
Liverpool.
Chiesa.
Liverpool's
on attack, I
Oh,
think they're
Chiesa, I
fine. I
guess.
just feel like midfield and defense, like they lose a center back. Who are they going to? They got Jarrell
Well,
Kwanzaa.
Endo and Curtis Jones haven't played much.
True.
Joe Gomez isn't starting either.
Yeah,
Konate's
he's still
starting.
there. So I guess
No,
they're
the
still fine on
the
depth.
depth is
Tsimikas,
Still back
Connor
up.
Bradley.
Yeah,
Connor
maybe they're
Bradley.
okay.
Yeah.
The depth is not much different. Tiago was injured most of last
Yeah,
season.
he didn't
Yeah,
even.
he
no,
play,
didn't
but
so-
even
look
play.
at it this way: they're playing 4 competitions. If one of their center backs get hurt,
I feel like Joe Gomez and
Joe
Kwanzaa.
Gomez has to-
Kwanzaa got a lot of experience last year.
Oh, yeah, he got a lot of minutes.
He got
So-
double digit starts.
no, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if one of their center backs get hurt, they have a 3 rotation for 4 competitions.
Plus
That's
Joe Gomez.
that's it's 4. They have 4 center backs.
Konate, Van Dyke, Kwanzaa, Joe Gomez.
Joe Gomez.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's
4.
it. One of them gets hurt, they have a 3 center back
that's
rotation
true.
for
And they
a
don't have like a
significant amount of
Fabinho to
time.
play center back again.
Exactly. They don't have that. They don't have their midfield. Like literally, they only have Endo. That's the only
For
like
DM,
true
like proper DM. Yeah,
Gravenberch is playing there
there
right now, but he is more
It's
of like
more
a like
Regista playing style.
yeah.
Like,
But
he's
even
moving
then,
the ball around.
one of them gets hurt, the other one has to carry an entire load
What about
of
that
games.
dude that was supposed to go on loan to Barca? Did he stay?
He
Or
went to
No,
Salzburg.
he
Juventus?
went to Salzburg.
Yeah, he was supposed to, and then that whole situation
Barca's
blew up
just
with
a
Barca.
mess, yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to.
I don't know.
I guess
just-
realistically though,
register.
they just
Sign
have
up
to
on-
hold up until January. Honestly, if they
million.
see that they have any issues with like injuries, like they could just sign somebody that they really need in January. Like they
Yeah, but
don't-
with the way
you know?
Liverpool do signings, they don't just go out and sign someone because they like if they're gonna go sign someone, it's because it's someone that's gonna like break into the first team. They don't really make like depth signings.
Yeah, I
Like
think
if
I
they're signing someone, it's because
disrespected
like this person can fight into the squad, and like they gave when Tsimikas came in, it was like we have to give Robertson a competition, and Tsimikas plays well when he comes in.
Yeah.
Connor Bradley was a academy player, so it wasn't like they had to go out and buy anyone.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that's usually what happens. It's either an academy player that's playing as a second,
Yeah.
or if they're going to buy someone, it's because that person's going to fight for that spot.
I don't know, man. They haven't conceded a goal yet, so they're pretty convincing. I think, putting them in 7th is
All right,
Very low.
listen. To be fair, it's also like we didn't really know what to expect from Liverpool.
This is
was
before
also
the season started?
Before the season started. This
That's
is us
fair.
assuming
Yeah,
like,
fair.
oh,
Yeah.
we think that they're gonna
New
fall
coach,
off because
yeah,
new
no, I got
coach,
you.
that whole thing.
And
But
there's still time.
In my mind, they're still Liverpool.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
And he
Yeah.
made that point on
But
the second
Liverpool's
episode,
only
and we're
been-
like,
But
that doesn't mean anything.
Liverpool have only been Liverpool for the last since Klopp came in.
They still remember
Before
how to win
Klopp,
games.
they were
No.
literally like
They were trash. before
mid-table
Klopp.
team.
They were.
They were trash with Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, it was right before. him.
Exactly.
Oh,
That was
right
right
before,
before.
but
Forgot
before
about
Brendan
that.
Rodgers, they were a respectable team still in the
How long
Premier
was
League.
Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool?
Well, to be fair, that 13-14 season, they looked good with Luis Suarez and things like that.
Yeah,
Or was
but,
that 12-13? No, it's 13-14.
yeah, but that was Suarez had one of the greatest
Yeah, but then Klopp.
Yeah.
came-
Premier League seasons ever.
Yeah,
Like,
Klopp
it
also
literally
came in 15-16. I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure it was 15-16.
and Luis Suarez left.
in 14-15.
Exactly. So then they started rebuilding. So
Exactly.
what I'm saying is it took Luis Suarez having the best Premier League season
To make them compete.
ever to make them compete.
They also had, yeah, it's true. They also had an awful, bro. They had Sacco. They had Skirtle. They had.
It wasn't a good team.
I can't believe they got that far with that. So
Sacco.
I guess that's true. Diafra Sacco,
Skirtle,
baby. Come on,
Dude, that's
Skirtle,
a
bro.
crazy player,
What a
man.
name. Fucking Barini.
Oh my God.
Borini.
Get that out of here.
Wait,
please.
Sunderland
so,
legends.
so back on this game.
So yeah, Man United,
Talk about
Liverpool.
this game.
yeah. So
Even then, because we're talking about Liverpool and how they might not do well, but they just clapped United 3-0.
yeah.
How about Joshua Xerxes, man?
Not just
man.
Xerxes. Xerxes. If I'm
Casemiro.
honest, with you, Kobe Mainoo didn't look good.
He didn't look good.
No.
Nobody
Casemiro
looked
looked like horrible.
Nobody
like
looked
no
good.
one on that team looked good. I mean, defensively they looked so shaky. It was insane.
I think
Rashford,
Rashford,
man.
honestly, wait. I
Rashford's-
think Rashford got a lot of stick that game. I think that wasn't one of his worst games.
No,
I've seen a lot
he
worse
did a
with
lot.
Rashford.
He did a lot. Like the pass to Xerxes, he could
Yeah,
have
like,
the easy assist. that
exactly.
Xerxes
I
just
feel like
kicked
there's-
out.
I feel so bad for him.
That was
Dude,
really
oh
bad.
my
He's been through so much with that fucking United squad, and he still shows up every game, or not like shows up like plays well, but like
At least against big teams.
to be mentally there after everything he's been through at United is painful as a player.
He is mentally there.
I think he's lost it. Like that it factor that he had
Yeah.
when he was first coming about.
There's
in the
no more
academy.
desire.
It's the exactly.
can't blame him.
And he also's not running at defenses like he used to.
I saw
That's
a
the big
video.
issue.
I literally saw a video like 2 days ago where it was comparing like how he was taking one-on-ones
Yeah, it's a
compared to
confidence
what he
issue.
did
It's all
in this
confidence.
game. He was like before he was just taking players on, dribbling through 2-3 players, then going on goal, either making a good pass or taking a shot. And then in this game, he like goes and then just turns around.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
your classic like winger
But what I'm
nowadays in
worried is
Premier
that-
League, but
that's not just United. That's
Every player.
happening to play wingers specifically in the Premier League consistently.
I know, yeah, it is now, but
even like and Doku's taking players on. You look at Doku when he first came into that team, even towards the end of last season, he wasn't taking on players. Grealish is
Right.
a perfect
Whoa!
example.
Oh, Grealish,
What do you mean
yeah.
Doku wasn't taking players on?
Doku
taking
was
play- he's-
no. Doku hasn't changed his play style.
Never.
No, he has.
No, he hasn't.
Watch.
Yes,
he
bro,
still takes players on, but at the rate that he's taking players on.
No,
I
he's
just-
never stopped.
You told me he's taking on 5. Bro, his first game he had like 10 take-ons. And like first
That's
couple
not
games
sustainable,
it was slow.
though.
But my point is that was sustainable for the style of play that he was
Yeah,
playing.
maybe in Belgium.
But it's the Premier League is doing that to players is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the Premier League is doing that to players on a regular. Grealish is another perfect example. I think City is a weird a specific thing because Pep does that to players. It just dumbs them down and like takes away. Although we spoke about how this season it might be different. The last 3 seasons, every player, even Mahrez wasn't taking players on.
I was gonna say the complete opposite. I said I was waiting for I was about to mention that. I think Mars was always
wasn't taking players.
bro.
on?
that was his
No,
job.
guys.
What?
It's
That
not,
was
not at
what
all. It's
Pep
at the
wanted.
rate that he was doing it.
He did it at a high rate back then,
Dude,
even
well,
in his last season. Like I'll see if I could pull up a stat, but I'm telling you,
Like the amount of
Mahrez.
times that you watch them, like
I think Grealish is the
turn
outlier
around.
because I think he does turn around often. But I think that's what Pep just wants from that left hand side when he's playing.
He's like a deep line forward out wide.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not what he was doing at Villa.
And they're
And it's not what he was doing at Villa, but that doesn't mean that.
but he also wasn't a winger at Villa.
Yeah,
Yes, he was. He
No,
was
he was a cam.
wasn't.
He was a cam at
he was
Villa.
A cam. He was
central attacking midfielder, man.
he was like a 10 who would play in wide
Yeah, he would
areas
play in wide
between
areas,
pockets
yeah.
between wingers and strikers.
But he always had
was like
wingers
Yeah.
next
he
to
almost
him.
played like Bruno, the way Bruno plays at United.
Yeah.
He was taking.
But he was
He had
way more
freedom.
creative with it.
Way more creative.
He
way
was
more
taking players
dribbles.
out, taking players on,
But not from a
on-
wide area.
on the
Bob,
side.
there's a big
It was-
difference.
It wasn't in the, through the middle.
There's a huge difference
might
from
have
taking
been
on
like-
players in the middle than taking on players on the wing. It's a very strict job to take players on the wing because it's either you lose it to the byline or you try to cut inside and you don't make anything happen out of it. In the middle, you have so much space to work in that you don't always have to run directly at someone. You can run in the space that they're leaving you. So in the wing, it's very tough, and I think Grealish didn't have a hard time doing that. I just think Pep found a better system that allowed Grealish to just play a little slower. And I think it brought out a little bit of the best of that team because when Grealish plays, I think City looks better.
Now,
But
Yeah,
at least
now.
he brings he's always brought
that
hold
first
up.
season that Grealish was there, he did not.
He's always brought hold up play that our strikers didn't bring.
Yes.
You'd think that
He's
Grealish, his first season at City, was a productive player.
He didn't have.
I feel like he's always served his purpose in that squad.
What did that team do with Grealish in his first year? Did they win the league, or was that the year Liverpool won it?
They've won the league for the past 4
No,
years.
they won the league.
So,
That's
yeah,
when he
so
got really
then-
drunk. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So again, it's maybe he's not doing what we all thought he was going to do when he first
He
joined
wasn't
City.
even starting half the season. He was £100 million
What do you mean?
signing. The season that he signed, towards the second half of the season, he wasn't starting.
I think that's why Sterling left because Grealish was getting more minutes than him, wasn't it? Wasn't that the year after before? Like I think Sterling that was his final
Sterling
season.
left the season after. Sterling was still
The
getting
full
minutes.
season after, or
Especially-
the summer after they won that league with him.
So Sterling,
what I'm trying to remember.
Grealish came in
I'll find
in
out right
August. Did he
Don't
not?
ask me timetables, but he was our consistent left winger during our treble season, and he served that job well. And he
The
only
treble
had like
season
9
was-
goal
The treble season
contributions
was
all
2
year.
seasons after he came in, or a season after he came in.
It was 1 season after he came.
When did
Exactly.
Grealish join? It was in the summer of 2020. It was summer or
Don't
January?
ask me
I think
timetables,
it was, okay, I
bro.
think it was summer.
I've lost my years.
All right, so summer 2021.
COVID got me fucked up.
Yo,
I don't
Sterling
remember
joined
years.
in 2022. So 1 year, yeah, 1 year after Sterling, 1 year after Grealish got the job.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I think that's when he realized
think
he
they
didn't
were-
need another 1v1 winger because they already had Mahrez still on that other side. So they're like, okay, Sterling is kind of a useless asset for me. As a Pep Guardiola, you're like, hey, I found something that works better, and that's Jack Grealish holding up the ball from the wing.
Who'd they bring in at that season that they got rid of Sterling? They
Uh,
didn't Foden break into the. No, obviously, he was already in the team.
yeah, he was
but
already in the team.
He like broke
he
into,
definitely
like,
broke
as a
into
starter.
the team, but he wasn't. Was he playing left wing back then? 2022 is a tough year for that. Yeah, Sterling
they
joined
didn't-
Chelsea 2022 in August.
Exactly,
I remember
yeah.
that. But who did they bring in? Was it?
Was Holland that year?
Might have been Holland 2022. It definitely was Holland. Holland was
Exactly.
one of the
So they
signings.
they didn't have a striker. So like I think they brought in the striker and allowed players to like Foden. Someone like Foden was playing in that central.
Yeah.
Not a lot,
Well,
but
I don't
And
think-
and Julian came in the same year as Holland.
Did he? Alvarez did?
exactly. And I just think that I think Sterling left because it was an excess of players too.
Yeah, but none of them.
I don't think Sterling would've left if
Sterling
they
wasn't the
didn't
striker.
no,
So
but,
I mean,
but Foden might have been. Foden was playing through the middle.
Definitely was
De Bruyne
playing
might-
in the middle or the
maybe
left,
not
so.
a lot, but a game or two was playing through the middle.
I just think there's a lot of Jack Grealish hate, and I don't think that's fair.
I think at the time that
It's the
first
money.
year, I think it was fair.
And it's definitely because
And it has a lot to do with the money. Of course it
definitely
does. It's a £100 million signing.
Yeah.
But now I think Grealish is great. I think Grealish is amazing, and I don't
Now he
mind
doesn't even
this
start.
play style. I don't. But I'm
Started
saying I
last
don't
game
mind his play
against West
style.
Ham.
Did he?
He started
Yeah.
against West Ham,
I
and
don't
he
mind the
was
play style.
eating up that left side. He was eating up that left side, and
He's
he's gonna say like,
decent,
"Oh, he
so-
wasn't," because he wasn't attacking Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who was the best 1v1 defender in the league.
They played
He-
Sufal over. They started Sufal that game.
No, they
we
started
started
Aaron
Sufal.
Wan-Bissaka.
We started Sufal on the other side.
Oh, okay. Got it.
No, we
No,
didn't. No, we
no,
didn't. No,
Sufal didn't
Sufal came
start.
in. Sufal came in.
Bro, did you watch the games?
No, Sufal-
You see what I did there? You see what I did there?
I got you.
Watch the game. Grealish ate up that left side
I
just
believe
because
it.
he wasn't attacking Aaron Wan-Bissaka
Well, if he
one on
wasn't-
one
if
and
he
taking him
wasn't
on
attacking Aaron Wan-Bissaka and taking him on, how was he eating up the left side?
because he was going
Because he was
at
getting
him
up
and
and
then
then
playing
turning
a
around and
pass.
passing it back.
Look at how many key passes did Jack Grealish have last
Neymar would
game?
never do that. That's
Last
what it felt like.
Last
bro.
game,
Gotcha,
I think he had like 4 or 5 key passes.
Against West Ham, right?
Yeah,
He had for key passes. He had 3,
3.
and he had any big chances created?
6
Nah,
points.
but 6 points.
Six
whole points.
This guy's talking about
6
fantasy
points.
right now.
6 points with
6
no
points,
goal
bro.
contributions.
Hold up, I might have to draft him.
That's
Six-
what-
Points as a
with
winger
no
with
goal-
no goal contributions.
With no goal contributions.
And he only misplaced 3 passes all game. 36
Yeah,
to
no
39.
wonder. All of them were going backwards, bro.
The dribble attempts.
How many expected assists?
How many dribble attempts?
expected assist was only 0.24 to be fair.
What was the dribble attempts?
2 for 1. He doesn't.
Bro,
no,
I'm
he
telling
doesn't
you, he
dribble.
doesn't. He wasn't.
So,
We know
so
that.
he
We
didn't
know
take
that.
on any dribbles. He made a
made
bunch
3?
of safe
One
passes.
successful.
Yeah, 2 for 1.
Yeah, exactly.
1 for 2. Same thing.
Yeah, 1 for 2. Yeah.
So like 6.5 points.
So,
Hey man, I'm trying to draft, so I'm trying to figure out who I'm picking up.
Bro, he's already on a team. Tiago has him.
Yeah.
He didn't get undrafted.
all I'm saying is,
Drop him.
I'm not saying
No.
he wasn't eating up that left side.
Yes, everything was going through that left side the whole first half.
I will say this.
Everything was going through the left side.
Grealish's best season.
Literally, 2 of the goals were through the middle.
Holland's goal that was in the middle started on the left side. It literally worked its way into the box. It was Grealish to
the
De
ball
Bruyne.
came
De Bruyne
from
to
your
Rico.
side of the field. He wasn't eating up the left side on your side of the field.
Let's just remember
I
which
wish-
actual team stopped Holland from scoring a hat trick this season.
Chelsea. Chelsea.
Chelsea.
I wish we
Chelsea.
could just
Chelsea.
pull up highlights. Editor, put highlights right here.
That's me, and I'm not doing it.
Of Jack Grealish absolutely sending Wan-Bissaka for a hot dog. Nah, he didn't do that, but
He didn't, because he didn't eat up the left side.
He did eat
played
up
a
the left
couple
side.
safe passes into the midfield. De
How-
Bruyne finds Haaland.
how did Wan-Bissaka do that game?
Wow,
He played
right now.
amazingly that game.
Are
No,
you sure
he
Are you
didn't.
sure he played amazingly?
Dude, look up his attacking stats.
I'm gonna get it right now.
His
He-
attacking
he can see
stats?
attacking for-
Oh, Grealish wasn't dropping back enough to defend him.
What? What does that have to
Look
do
at
with
Aaron
anything?
Wan-Bissaka's attacking stats.
Yes, look them up. One of the worst attacking fullbacks in the league. It had a great
You know,
attacking.
To be
show.
fair, when people always say that, I feel like he's actually not as bad as an attacking right back as people say he is. It's kind of disrespectful to his game. I feel like he has a decent. It's not. He doesn't have like a beautiful
watching
whipped
him
cross.
now,
But
watching him now, I do think that I can put my hands up. I think he's playing better, but I don't know if it's like a.
He's got more freedom at West Ham. That's why.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
He's not under Ten Hag.
Oh yeah, ooh, watch out.
anyone does better against that. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm about to pull up his stats right
All
now.
right, look him up.
Yo, Ten Hag's like press conferences lately have been crazy.
They have been crazy.
Yo,
Why aren't
he
you
is
talking about Ten Hag's
unhinged, bro.
press conferences?
I was actually bringing that
every
up
week,
Yo.
Emmy's like,
Maresca,
Maresca.
Maresca
Like,
that.
bro, Ten Hag is ruining United.
Yo,
Ten Hag is ruining United.
nah, man, he's been like crazy.
I think Ten Hag
Did you
is
see?
ruining United
Did you
just
see?
as much as Maresca.
Did you see the one that happened where he was like, "Oh yeah, list my mistakes." Like, what mistakes are you talking about?
No,
The
trust
reporter's
me.
like,
Trust
"You
me.
guys
I don't
can play
think
out the back.
it's
You
bad. I
guys
saw
are
him say
pressing."
the other day. It was like at the end of the day, like the next best performing team outside of City is us because of how many trophies we've won. I'm like,
All two.
yeah, you guys have won 2 trophies.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like, it's
Coventry
not
took
like-
you to Pens.
No, trust me.
Yo,
I
the guy said
agree.
that to him,
I think
bro.
United stink,
And
and
then
I think
City's like, "Oh, yeah,
Ten
but
Hag is a
City."
big part of that. I'm not hands up. I agree with you.
Wan-Bissaka had a 6.7, by the way.
Ooh.
He had the
6.7
same. By the
points?
way,
Solid
at fullback
rating.
conceding 3 goals, he had the same amount of points on fantasy then.
All right,
As-
we're not talking
as
about fantasy
Grealish.
points.
Look, but
Solid.
what did Grealish have
7.5.
on
Well,
a
wait.
3-1 winning team?
Wait, what are you asking? What
Like
was
his
the
rating,
sofa
his
score?
rating, yeah.
7.5.
What were the stats? Read them out to me.
I just had them.
7.5.
Why didn't you read? Why didn't you read the stats?
I did. It was 3 key
7.5 with no
passes.
goal contributions.
No, not Grealish's.
Oh,
Wan-Bissaka's.
that's what I'm asking. I was just talking about Wan-Bissaka. He had a 6.7, and what stats do you want to know? He has
Just pull it.
0.05 expected assists. He had 2 interceptions, 2 tackles.
4 points.
he
Dude, I
had
think
2 key passes.
4 points, but 3
So,
goals
yeah, wait,
conceded.
hold on.
Key passes.
He had 2 key passes. How
3
many
goals
did
conceded.
Grealish have?
3. Nah, dude.
3.
Wan-Bissaka
So he had
is
1 less key pass than Grealish
goated.
at right back.
Okay.
But he
wait,
was
wait,
eating up
wait,
the
wait,
right
wait, wait.
side.
Let me.
What
let me
does that-
Two
wait, let me get a
tackles,
point in.
what
Let
does
me
that
get a
do?
point in.
interceptions.
Wait,
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa,
2
whoa,
tackles,
whoa,
2
whoa.
interceptions,
No,
2
stop,
key
stop, stop.
passes.
That has nothing to
2
do
key
with
passes of a
performance,
0.05 expected assists. Grealish had 3 key passes for 0.25 expected assists.
Damn.
So basically, Wan-Bissaka's chances that he created were midfield deep shots. What's up, Charlie?
They were probably just crosses. They were crosses into the box.
Yeah, that only created 0.05 worth of XG.
Yeah, because we had
Keep-
Mikel Antonio up top.
Meanwhile, Grealish produced 0.25 expected
Okay,
assists.
so
That's
there-
all I'm saying. It's a little. It's a
Okay,
0.2.
you and your percentages piss me off. My point is, he had 2
He's
tackles,
lost,
2
bro.
interceptions.
He does
not know what you just
No,
said.
They're not
you
percentages.
put a lot of numbers in the air.
Key passes has nothing to do with being eaten up in the back. Have you ever watched Pedro Porro play?
So he 2 interceptions, 2
this guy will have
tackles,
8 key passes in the game and get torn up on
2
the right side.
interceptions, 2 tackles.
Yeah, it's a very.
That converted into 2 key passes.
And meanwhile, dude, we have like 70% possession of the ball. Of course he's going to have more defensive stats. He got eaten up on the left side either way.
He didn't. He just read out Grealish's stats, and they weren't him eating him up.
Y'all conceded 3.
To Haaland. To Haaland.
It's all about.
Two of, those,
Literally-
two of those goals came from the left side.
So that's important.
One
That
of
is
them.
important.
One of them was a batch. If it came from the left side, it was a bad shot, hit off the post, whatever it was. It landed at Haaland. He said, "You know what?" And I just shot it, and it went in. He shot it right above an areola. The second one was a through ball from De Bruyne that didn't start. That if it started on the left side, it started at your box. on
No, the
left side.
second one was the one that started from the left side, where Grealish cut it back to De Bruyne to Rico to Haaland, and then he finished.
Rico's shot was off of a rebound.
What do you mean Rico? No, Rico.
No, sorry,
Talking about
Haaland's shot
Rico.
was off of Rico's rebound.
It was an assist, mate. What do you watch the games,
No.
bro? Rico passed it directly to Haaland.
So then whose shot was off the? There was a shot there that rebounded.
No, I'm talking. We're
I
talking
didn't
about a
wa-
different
I didn't watch
goal,
the
bro.
game honestly, so I couldn't
Rico
tell you
had
that.
an assist,
Haaland's
bro.
second goal.
I'll tell you
Haaland's
right now.
second goal.
He did have an assist, Rico Lewis.
Okay, then it was a shot that rebounded to Rico, and then he passed it.
Okay, sure.
No, it
But
was
what
a
I'm-
pass, bro. It
But
was a pass to Rico.
I don't have the map for that, so I can't tell you.
Okay. Well, my point in saying this is even
Editor, put
even-
the
even-
goal right here, playing right above my head.
either way, you have to take into account the fact that Haaland scored 3 goals. Like it was like they might have started deep in the left side where Wan-Bissaka isn't even the one pressing, but like half of the balls went through the middle and then found Holland at the end.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
He's getting tired of your shit, bro. He's
Bro,
yawning
He's
out here.
always tired of my
He's
shit.
that striker. That's where the ball's gonna end up. Isn't that what you always say
The
about
ball
strikers?
comes from De Bruyne in the midfield, and then finds
How does it get to De
How many
Bruyne?
key passes did De Bruyne have?
I'll tell you right now. Give me 2 seconds.
De Bruyne cooked that game.
How many key passes did he
I'm
have?
getting there, all right, guys. I'm not a freaking
Honestly,
calculator over here.
I'd give De Bruyne tearing up the left side rather than Grealish because when they would switch, De Bruyne.
He had, oh my God, he had 6.
6?
Wow.
But no,
3 is still a good amount of
Grealish
key
beat
passes.
up that left side.
He did, bro.
De Bruyne was on that left. Do you have
Honestly,
a heat map?
I do have a heat map. He
De Bruyne
was
was on
he
that
was
left
all
side.
over that attacking third, but he has some really dark red spots on the left,
Left
side.
side.
lot of
If
dark
anyone
left
was
But that
eating
means,
up, it was
hey,
De Bruyne
hey,
on the
but
left
who's
side.
giving him the ball on the left side then?
No, because Grealish shifts into his spot, which means
No,
that
Grealish
he's
is
getting
was a wide player, dude.
I can
Okay,
pull-
halfway
was a
through
wide
the
player.
game.
No.
Half of the game, De Bruyne is the far
Oh
one
my
now.
God. No, he's not.
He literally just pulled up a heat map.
Bro, I'm telling you, Grealish was far out the whole game.
Grealish was even more left than De
Bro.
Bruyne was.
Are you
Here,
watching
about-
the games?
I will-
Are you
No, I'd
watching
say
the
De
games?
Bruyne's darker.
It's
Who-
dark, but
Bruyne's
look where
darker.
Who's who?
majority.
No.
Bro, but Grealish was
You're
never
gonna tell
inside. No,
me-
Grealish was never inside.
Grealish was
No, time
never
out.
inside,
You're gonna
bro.
sit here and tell me this isn't darker than that?
It's not about darkness. It's
You
about
just
average
told me
position.
there's a
It's
lot of-
dark.
there's-
I
he's
said it's
even
dark, which
farther
means he
out.
has a lot of touches there. But that doesn't mean that Grealish
You
wasn't
just tried
inside.
to tell me he
Where,
was even further out.
where's Grealish on the heat map?
I know he's on the left
He's
side.
and
never in the
only
middle,
though you
bro.
said he was interchanging with De Bruyne, which he's
Yeah,
not.
maybe not for long. I'm sorry. If I-
Not for long. He was never in the middle.
He
he was never in the
They're
middle, bro.
here.
That little sliver is nothing. Look at
And,
De Bruyne.
and he's dropping back here too.
Yo,
No.
I am
Okay, but
convinced
no.
you watch games on like a simulator with balls.
I'm convinced you're blind, right? I'm convinced you're blind right now. You just tried telling me De Bruyne wasn't out on the left when he
Grealish
was
playing
obviously
touchline, bro.
he
Grealish
was
playing
out. He was
touchline.
out further than
Grealish,
him.
no,
All right, how about
Grealish
this?
was playing
How about this?
touchline, bro.
How
Okay,
about-
are you not gonna look?
I am looking.
Bro, we're looking.
Okay,
How about
so
this?
right-
You got to make sure
so
this
there's
is in
more-
the in the
there's-
video.
He takes up more of this space than Grealish does.
Editor, can you please put this in? Just to show everybody.
We're gonna watch highlights right
No, we're
No,
not.
we're
We're
not,
not
we're
gonna
not,
watch
we're not, we're not.
fucking highlights.
now.
right
No,
now.
we're not gonna watch highlights because then Emmy's gonna watch actual footage of the game, which
No.
which would just prove me right
so,
anyways.
Again, so I'm confused. So that's
Grealish was playing touchline winger, bro.
that is more touchline than that, brother.
No, it's not. Average positioning is more touchline for him. It does. Yeah.
Hold on,
it-
does this account for corners?
It does. That's why.
It takes the corners.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There
There is dark red heat maps on the corners.
Oh yeah, 'cause
No,
in the corner now.
Yeah, he
actually
takes
doesn't
them
take-
short.
Yeah, he takes them short.
and
He's
the, and then
actually-
the other
Okay,
corner
okay,
also.
Okay, I didn't know.
But
that.
it's
I
not.
didn't know
It's but also it's not saying that he wasn't there all game, but he.
that.
How
But
many,
watch the game. The amount of times that he was on the left
I'm
I
side.
sure-
did watch the game.
listen,
I
if
watched
he
all
has-
90.
If the heat map
has-
is
I'm
literally
not saying-
telling you that he was on the left side, just
I
as
watched
much
all
as
90.
So
90.
Tiago, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Who do you think is starting when everybody's healthy? Do you think Doku's starting on the left or Grealish?
It depends on the game.
or Savinho.
It depends on.
Savinho's
I
right,
love
though.
Savinho on the right side,
Yeah, he looks good on the right.
but
that
But not over
dual
Foden.
wingers is
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
fire.
He's not starting over Foden. Though.
Bro, he
against more competitive teams, I think we need Grealish in that left wing
Really?
because there's not enough hold up.
Champions League game.
Champions League game, I'm starting Grealish every time. There's not enough.
Wow.
There is not enough hold up play in that attack.
dude, he has the
Hey.
record key passes in the Champions League for an Englishman.
No. Chances created.
Chances. Oh, I'm sorry.
Chances created. Yeah,
That's a key pass. though.
Oh yeah, he has 2 more than Frank Lampard and 4 more than.
I'm not gonna grill Grealish, but I watched that video of his created chances, and that number is
Dude,
not important. Let me tell you. But
he was the farthest out on the left though.
Is it like
Saka?
Saka's assists last season?
Say it again?
Like Saka's assists last
brother.
season?
hey, relax with that one. All like freaking
Is it
rebounds
bad?
or like barely
Yeah, bro.
like
That-
luckily getting through or like
Dude.
or him falling and the ball going to
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
then they
yeah.
score. Yeah, that's an assist. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
it's
Either
fine.
way, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna say we put up like it's City. We weren't gonna put up a fight.
Can we talk about the next game?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
done talking about West Ham.
We were supposed
barely
to be
spoke
talking
about West
We
Ham.
didn't even get to speak about freaking United.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't.
Casemiro,
They got cooked.
Xerxes, we barely
There's,
got to speak
there's
about
nothing
that.
to speak about.
Yeah.
Awful.
They got
No,
cooked.
that's
I
all
love
right,
seeing the
It's
quote after the
embarrassing.
game of Xerxes, like, I am not a 9 or a 10. I'm somewhere in between.
I'm a 9.5.
5.9.
No, 5.9 in the slip
This
one.
one.
Yeah.
His
That was too
score
funny.
is like, brother, you're a 5.9.
Oh, brother,
No,
poor
but
guy.
All right, so we talk
Really
about
trash.
Arsenal, the Arsenal game, man. That red
Oh,
card.
I want to go right into that red card then.
All right, let's
Red
do it.
card? Fuck that. That
Yeah.
shit pissed me off.
Fucking get that shit out of football, mate. There's no room for that.
Yeah, there's no room
That's
for touching the
that's
ball.
disgusting.
That is,
When you're not
it's
supposed to.
Disgusting.
What bothers me is that when it happened before in the game, like literally earlier in the game, nothing happens. Also, it's one of those fouls
Was it
that
the first minute?
if it was
17th minute, João Pedro boots it.
yeah. If that was to happen and he didn't have a yellow card, I'd give him a yellow.
Yeah.
He deserves it. That is not a second yellow.
Especially because he didn't even boot it. It was mostly like he
just tapped it to
it
the
was
side.
like a
Yeah,
damn.
exactly.
And the ball was rolling.
And it was like it rolled into his path, and he was just like, "All right, I
Like,
just
get out.
tap it out." I
Granted,
get it.
He
He
didn't
looked
kick it
down
out.
and
No, he
hit it to the
definitely
side.
kicked it,
He
but
did it on purpose. Yeah.
it wasn't a boot across the field or into the stands or like
No,
at the
no.
stadium. Like
Yeah,
that's
it was very
ridiculous.
much like a
And
just a
then
little
the
bit
other
of
guy
time.
just swung at him.
Yeah, swung like not just swung. He
That-
fully kicked him, bro. Like
Is that not violent conduct?
I think
Intentionally,
it is, but
like, the ball was nowhere near?
But
I
I,
would've
I
done
think
the
it's crazy
same
that there
thing.
wasn't even like a review or nothing. There was nothing. They didn't even look at anything.
Because
It was-
I don't
good.
think VAR can VAR review
I
second
thought
yellows.
I thought they reviewed it.
no, they didn't.
I
He
thought
came
they
over and
reviewed
gave the red.
No,
right away.
so I thought that they reviewed the play because the guy kicked him, and when they saw that, I think they were gonna give him a card, or they might have given him a red card, but then they saw that Declan Rice kicked it out. This is what I think. I didn't see it fully, but they saw that Declan Rice kicked the ball, and that's when he gave him the yellow.
Yeah, I get that.
Because he
shit.
was
No,
like,
'cause
"Oh, it wasn't violent
but the-
conduct.
like,
It
there
was
was
that
no-
Declan Rice kicked
there
the
was
ball
no
out of his
movement.
way."
There was no movement. Like
Disgusting.
like the ref didn't go to the
Right.
thing. They didn't do anything. The ref came over when he called the foul. I think originally he blew the whistle like on a foul against because he kicked Declan. As soon as he came over, I think someone just told him, "Yo, Declan moved the ball." And he was like, "Oh," and then just as Declan gets up, he goes, "Yeah, this is second yellow. You're out."
Here, let me throw something in here. This was on August 14th, 2024, so a few weeks ago. VAR is not permitted within the VAR protocol to intervene for an incident where a second yellow card leads to a red card unless the VAR believes a second yellow should be considered a direct red. So that's the only
So you
reason
can't
why.
take away a second
So
yellow.
VAR was not allowed to say, "Hey, like that was pretty soft. Like don't call that a second yellow because it's not a direct. If
So
it's a
it's just-
direct
so
red,
it's
it's
just
Yellow
the ref's
yellow
fault.
cards
Yeah,
can't be
it's the-
VAR'd. That's
it's the
pretty
ref's
much
fault.
point blank.
If
If I'm
Yellow
not
cards can't be
mistaken, the
VAR'd.
ref made a mistake earlier. I think it was last week too. I think it was the same ref that what was.
probably find out which ref it was.
Was there there was an incident last week? Oh, the same ref that didn't give Jolinton that didn't give Jolinton the red
That was the
card.
same ref.
I'm
that's
90%
no way.
sure.
Clothesline?
No
Yes.
way. That was the
Bro,
same
it was
ref.
crazy.
That's pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
was
Clean.
I was like, what is going on?
He's
here?
just
Yo,
getting back to
did you
position.
did you hear the ref that like they were interviewing a ref, like a Premier League ref or ex ref, and they asked
It was
him,
probably
they're
Mark
like, is
Clattenburg,
it-
was it him?
They were like, I don't know. They were asking him, they're like, is it a yellow? And he's like, no, it's not, because I forgot what he said, but he said something about like he's not interfering with like the play in any way.
He was stopping a counter.
But it was like, I don't know, it wasn't apparently
Just gonna,
according to him.
just
He
gonna
was
start
explaining it that way.
elbowing.
So it was
dudes
like
off
he
the
wasn't
ball.
interfering, and then like he didn't like go for his neck. He was just pulling him on the shoulder.
That's insane.
That's
by
what
the
he
way.
said.
Just
Yeah.
gonna
And he's
start-
like, so it's not a yellow.
I have
Yeah.
the ref name coming up in 2 seconds.
Just
I
start
got the
elbowing
one.
people in the head off the ball. It's not interfering with any play.
They
But
are-
don't
they
don't
were
kick the
different
ball
refs.
out though. That's where we draw
They
the
were?
line.
They were different refs. Robert
So
Jones was the
what did he ref the week before? There was a situation.
so
maybe it
Chris
was-
Kavanaugh.
might
Chris
have
Kavanaugh is the one that made this decision, the
Okay.
yellow card into the
What did he
second
ref
yellow.
before? Because I remember them saying.
The
I
memes
remember them
about
saying
Rice
that.
were funny, bro. Oh, he sacks Famalam. You see how they're giving me the second yellow?
Yeah, I think
Or
the
the
biggest
ones
thing
with
is
the
that it
dancing.
was a consistency thing, right?
Is
So
it-
it's like because João Pedro did kick the ball out.
Mhm.
It's the beginning of the game, you know. I think that's where it's iffy because it's 17th minute. How are you gonna give a yellow card on that?
Yeah.
It's tough. Although I have seen that shit happen to Chelsea all the time, where we get yellows in the first 15 minutes for like the softest things. So that part of it pisses
We also
me
don't get
off, where
reds for
João
any
Pe-
reason. Like the other team never gets a red
yeah.
against us. Let me
So
tell you.
João Pedro, yeah, I think his should have been a yellow card, and I understand why people are infuriated by it because it should be consistency.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna give one player a yellow card, you should also give the other
And I
player.
understand like the intensity of the end of the game. Like there's it means a lot more to pass pass the ball out when you're winning a game in the 70th minute than it does when you're tied 0-0.
Well, we kind of talked about that last week with the handball and how like rules, apart from the handball too, should be more black and white and not leaving judgment or much judgment for the referee
Yeah,
to
if the
make.
commentators are saying
Yeah.
one thing and the referee's saying another, it should be universal that everyone understands what a handball is. That's what I wanted to get out
Yeah.
last week too, and I'd never even thought about that until
Yeah.
after the video. But that is something that I
But-
feel like is so important. I feel like everyone needs to understand what a handball or what a red card is supposed to be.
Well,
or
it's all
time
subjective.
wasting or
Yeah,
like
exactly.
anything.
Like, there has to be
everything
a
should be
Or
Or
kicking the
contact.
ball out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With
Yeah,
the
understand
handball
that.
thing, it's different because I think the actual it is a handball. It's just whether it's excused.
Yeah, they have to.
due to,
I
like,
think there has to be
positioning
a
and stuff
better
like that.
way to describe a handball so every time it's correct. But it's just I don't know if that's
But that's
possible.
never gonna happen.
I know that's the issue,
Because
but
I feel like I'm sure if one of us read the rule book, there are very definitive
Yeah.
hey, this is exactly what it is. Whatever. We just it all
That always
situational.
allows for a little bit of gray area though, because
Yeah.
it's like at what point, like there's no degree angle, like stuff like that's like
Yeah,
excessive.
but
You don't need all
no-
that, but
no
that's what I'm
referee
trying to
got a
get at.
protractor. He's like, hold on.
Okay, all right.
Just
all right.
like let me just.
Well, at this point, with all the
At this
times that they
angle.
slow mo all these VARs, they might as well get a fucking
yeah, I don't know.
protractor
I mean,
out.
I think the handball is different. With everything else, a big part of the game is just up to judgment.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
That it's you can't add these like I don't know if I just disagree with the whole black and white thing. A big part of what people are like missing is that like, bro, like back in the day when it was like, yo, the Chelsea thing is a perfect example.
You're a
Obviously, it's
Barca
horrible,
fan. Of course you miss it.
but it's not. What?
You're a Barca fan. Of course you miss it.
Miss what?
When everything went your way.
You and Vardrid, bro. Come on, Barcelona, Vardrid. Come on, bro.
Okay, if
Madrid.
we're gonna talk about. If we're gonna talk about.
Hey,
it,
both
we're
of
gonna
them.
talk about just
You
how
guys
bad-
literally got caught for paying referees,
And the whole league got caught for paying referees.
but mostly Barcelona.
No,
Yes, bro, yes.
Do you understand? Like, I did the math on it. It literally couldn't have been what people.
It's
What
7
Barca
million.
said was true.
It was 7 million.
It was
euros,
7 million
right?
split up between the entire referee federation.
Bro.
I think it evened out to like 20 pounds per ref, bro. Like
Bro, there's
20 euros a
no
ref.
way.
I'm telling you, it was a disgustingly small amount per
Hey,
ref.
man, 20 euros is 20 euros.
No, but when I tell you it, like, and their reasoning was, hey, like I'm doing this.
Barca fan saying, "Hey, man, it was only 20 euros."
No, what
You
I'm,
know, he didn't really pay him off. It was only 20
No,
euros.
what I'm saying
bro.
is
You know how
I
many
could have
ref-
paid
wait,
him
wait, wait,
20
wait,
euros.
referees risking
bro.
losing his job for 20 euros.
How many years was it? It
These
was
are justified. We could have paid more.
Yeah.
No, they
If it
couldn't.
was-
They couldn't. They couldn't pay more.
no.
Where's
but-
the rule book that says what you're allowed to pay ref?
No wonder why they can't
I think
register
20
players.
is under that
No,
threshold.
no, guys. What I'm arguing here is to say is
Put
like
that. Put a
one,
GoFundMe.
I don't know why you brought up the whole Barcelona. I don't even
Wait,
know why you brought up.
on top of
Barcelona.
that though, you know, if you paid every single ref 20 euros, that's 350,000 referees you've had to pay within that amount of time of 20 euros each at 7 million euros. Just
There's
so you
no
know.
way that there's that many La Liga refs.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they've been doing it for fucking 15 years.
What, 350,000 games
Divide
within that time.
divide that by the amount of
Yo,
games and the amount of refs.
No, without VAR, there's 4
Divide-
referees in the game.
Think
I love how he's
divide
trying
that-
to
divide that
justify
by the
his
amount of
paying off
games,
a
the
ref.
amount of
Alright, so-
refs per game, and the amount of
It was a La Liga
game-
thing, right? So it's a 38 game season.
yeah. Think
Oh,
about
man,
the
this is
amount
gonna
of.
take me a while, but I got you.
Yeah,
Alright,
if
pull
you
up
wanna
the
actually
Excel
do
sheet.
I'm
some
actually
math-
gonna do it because I'm interested. That's all. Whoa, relax over there, Mike. You want to? Oh, you know what? We can go talk about Spurs and
Newcastle?
And Newcastle. That's fine. You want to
All right,
talk about
Spurs
that?
Newcastle game.
Get on the mic.
Spurs and Newcastle.
Spurs, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I
they
think
just
we
pulled
covered-
out
I think we covered
Spurs,
everything.
Yeah, Spurs stink.
Nothing new.
They do. That's at least we can. All
Isak
agree on
got
something.
his goal. You know, he's
At
back.
least we
Yeah.
can all agree on something. Spurs stink.
Yeah, he can't even say anything on Mike. He's chilling. back there.
Mike
Look at
said
him.
they were missing Solanke, but Solanke hasn't done anything before.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he only played against Leicester, to be fair, but
Sorry.
In Bournemouth?
My bad. My dog is just messing around with the
Yeah,
ball.
Bournemouth
Cotton
is
balls on
better
the
team.
floor.
Charlie.
I'm telling you, you got to get this guy on camera, man.
He has been on camera. Last time he was on camera, he
He
threw up.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
He threw up on camera.
It was hilarious.
Awesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
Anyways, I don't know. I mean, Tottenham's game isn't even like. I think Newcastle looked really good.
They did look good.
They looked really
Happy
good.
for them.
Yeah, they always.
Not actually.
I think Brighton's been looking good. Honestly, I
They
think
have.
that,
I
that's
really
why I
didn't think
watched
they'd
the
be
game.
able to like.
Yeah, I thought they were
Brian's
going
been
to be
looking
trash,
good.
especially with that 31-year-old coach. I was like, there's no way he's
Yeah.
going to implement his style that fast. But also, it's
They've been
also
looking
just
good.
a honeymoon. I think this is a honeymoon portion. I think everyone's loving it. Everyone's riding this high.
Yeah.
They're going straight down.
But it's Brighton, bro. I don't
They're
think Brighton are gonna go down.
Dude.
no, not, I
But
don't.
Brighton
I
are
don't
a
mean down.
mid-table
I'm-
team.
I know they're in third
Like,
right now. I'm
exactly,
saying that
like-
they're going to plummet.
Oh,
No, they
100%,
are, But my
100%.
point is, it's like for Brighton to do.
They
what
also would have lost that game
Brighton
if
are
it wasn't for
doing-
the red card.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the red,
Brighton are
Arsenal would've
doing
win.
what they usually do at such a consistent level. It's crazy. Like
It's
the
3
amount
games.
of selling your best player and then signing 4 or 5 fucking youngins and just making them as good as they are consistently. Like it's crazy.
They have great
Wait,
scouts.
who do they sell that was their best player?
Caicedo?
Oh.
Caicedo, Cucurella. Come on, bro.
But these are their best
Well,
players.
it's not that they was their best
Cucurella was
player,
the
but
player
it
of
was
the year for
they
them
got
that
they got a
year.
lot of money for him. You know, they got a lot
Yeah,
of money. For him.
Cucurella wasn't their player of the year.
He was he was player of the year for Brighton. I'm just saying,
That was
bro.
2 years ago, no?
That was like 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2
2
Who did they
years
sell
ago.
last- who did
Caicedo
they
was
sell
last
last
year.
season?
Caicedo.
No, Caicedo was 2 years ago.
No, it was,
No,
It
Caicedo
was last
last
summer?
year.
bro. Yes, it's last summer. I'm just saying.
Caicedo wasn't that important.
Anyways, Brighton's only played Everton, who had a red card. They played Man
No,
United.
they also had a. But
were
wasn't it a
trash.
late red card?
No, it was like the 50th or 60th, I think. Yeah, right there. Yeah, Brighton were up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean,
So I guess they were dominant,
They were
but
up.
it's Everton.
it's.
We're talking about
Everton, yeah.
booty ass Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Everton stinks.
Sorry,
A lot of
Reese.
The Bournemouth game, we can talk about that. We talking about the
Bournemouth
fucking Bournemouth-Everton game.
Oh my god.
That fucking comeback was.
Oh my
fucking
god. What was it?
crazy.
86 minute?
I think
86
it was
minute?
86, and
nuts,
then they
like-
scored in
86 minutes
92
scored,
and then
and then
96.
I would
96,
have
yeah.
loved. I would have paid to be in that locker room
Bro.
with Sean Dyche fucking yelling
Oh
at his
my
players.
God.
Bro. I would have paid to be in that
He
locker
probably
room.
body slam
Fucking
people.
just smoke football.
So glad Amadou Onana got out of that whole situation. Because
Yeah, he's
Villa,
been good at Villa,
Villa,
man.
he's looking good at Villa, man.
He has
too.
2 goals.
I know, 2 goals.
That's
this
like
season.
as much as he had the whole season last season.
Good for
right?
him. Yo, they're
Think
running
so.
set pieces through him. I don't know if you guys have been watching
No,
Villa.
I didn't see that. No.
Everything, like, they run such a weird set piece tactic that they're trying to get Onana in the most beneficial position for the team because he's 6'5". The dude's huge.
Yeah, he is
fucking
massive.
They're isolating him, and he gets open every time. I don't know why they keep leaving him like that.
My name's not Andre, mate.
That was what a tough shirt.
He
He
wore
wore
a
that.
shirt-
He
the
wore
shirt-
the
the
shirt
shirt
went
went
yeah,
hard.
he wore
The
it.
shirt went hard.
I even called him
Pull up
Andre
the
on the
shirt
first episode
right
or
here.
second episode. How embarrassing.
Amadou.
Yeah.
Nah, he's fucking cracked. I haven't. And
What do you want?
Nah, but I like Brian, man. I like Matoma a lot, dude. Talk about successful dribbles. That guy
I just traded
is
for
a
Matoma.
beast.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
He's a monster on the wing, man. I think he should be going to a big team very soon.
I just his season
No, what is
last
he,
year wasn't the
28 now?
greatest.
Dude,
Dude.
he's 27, turning 28 in May.
That's not that old.
But not for a,
How old is he?
winger. He's
28?
about to turn 28. He's turning 28 in May. So I think
Yeah, but that's
He's
like
not- he's
2
like-
years at a
yeah.
good, at a decent club.
But
He's at a decent club already. How much bigger can he get? With
who's
his
gonna pay?
talent?
Yeah, especially like what big team needs a left winger right now? Exactly.
Chelsea.
I think he'd cook.
Yes,
I honestly
120.
think he'd cook at like a. I don't think they need him, but cook at like a Bayern or like a Leverkusen.
Yeah, he could cook outside of England. I think that would
Yeah,
be a
I
good
think
place for him.
honestly Leverkusen is probably a perfect example
I think.
Nah, I don't
yeah,
think
they.
so, Leverkusen.
because they're playing.
No, they run 3-5-2 though. They don't have an actual left winger. Verts plays as Cam, then they have Boniface and
they play
either
the
Schick
wing
at
backs.
striker. They have the wing backs. who
Grimaldo
wouldn't-
and Frimpong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
also
something-
Xabi Alonso's also leaving at the end of the season. So
Yeah, he's going to Madrid.
So,
Yeah,
they'll
yeah, it
still
would make
cook.
sense.
They still they can,
Yeah,
he
but
can
I
still
mean,
cook at the team.
it depends who takes over though. That's a big
No,
difference.
obviously,
Xabi Alonso
I'm
completely changed that
just
team.
using that as an
Yeah,
example.
okay.
PSG.
And
I feel like a
Bayern-
PSG
I
would
don't
be a
think
good team
PSG
for
No,
him.
Barcola.
Bro, they have
Barcola,
Barcola.
Barcola's been eating,
Oh,
bro.
that's
Yeah.
true. And he's young, right? He's like
Mhm.
20
Yeah,
something.
dude's 21
Yeah.
or something like that. Chelsea
I
ran
mean,
for
other
him.
than that, I said
Remember that?
Bayern. I mentioned
Yeah.
Bayern. I feel like Bayern would be a good destination.
Yeah, they have Sane.
Yeah,
He would
I
have
mean,
he would have
aging.
been a good alternative date if City didn't get Doku. I feel like he would have been a good player.
Yeah, the
there.
way that City play, a
He would've been
direct
a great-
1v1 winger.
Yeah.
And I honestly, he could have been the next Grealish. The way
he
that
would have
plays.
cooked Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
2 seasons ago, the season he had, crazy.
Yeah, he was nuts.
Crazy
I mean,
season.
if
Last
Grealish was
season was
cooking Aaron
crazy.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Wan-Bissaka, I
he
can't
was
see how
hurt.
Matoma win it.
He was hurt. He hurt his back.
That
Like,
was last season, though.
Yeah,
right?
last season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2
yeah.
years ago, he's cracked.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
It's kind of ironic that he hurt his back playing for Brighton.
he's carrying
'Cause he
him.
carried the fucking team.
Jesus Christ! Couldn't even pick that one up.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think Joao Pedro has been looking good too.
Joao Pedro's
You,
good,
you
man.
called that out too. You said he was gonna have a crazy season. I
Dude,
remember.
he's-
we were talking about this
last
before.
season.
He's on all the set pieces, bro, and he's just a very direct player too. And he plays like a 10, but like a 9. It's really weird.
Yeah. He's
Like
like, he's like what
Xerxes?
Xerxes wants to be.
Yeah.
Xerxes.
Like
Dude,
Xerxes,
that's the
the
Arsenal
9.5.
Arsenal?
That's the Arsenal
You
striker
think so?
signing. The way that they
Ooh.
play, I feel like
I
Joao
wouldn't-
Pedro would fit perfect.
That's actually
to
not a
Arsenal.
bad shout. I think they could go.
Like
for
I
him.
never really
Like a
thought
better
about him until
Gabriel
now.
Jesus,
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
I can see it.
like a Gabriel
Yeah, it
Jesus
could work.
regen.
It could work. The one thing I will say is looking at Joao Pedro on the ball. He's not taking a lot of people on. It's like
Yeah, he does.
he's either passing the ball or he's like getting in a position to
But that's
score.
He
what
gets
Arsenal
into
need.
really
That's what
good
Arsenal do
positions,
with their
yeah.
striker, though. So
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I feel like Kai Havertz has a little more ability on the ball.
yeah, but he's also not that direct either.
Yeah,
Like,
he has
that's
the
my
best
point. That's
step
my
overs
point.
in the
So I
league.
feel like that's
He's
why
a little
Joao
more
Pedro would fit perfect with that team. What did you say?
Kai Havertz has the best step overs in the league.
They're so slow, they put his defenders in a trance.
They always go behind him too.
Puts himself in a trance, bro.
Even
any
he
other
can't
games?
contain his own step overs. That's how
Such a
good they
goofy
are.
Yeah.
Other games, so
Wait, you know what? But let me just stay on João Pedro for a second. His
Yeah.
successful take-ons in the 70th percentile. He's doing 2 a game, so he's taking people on. That's pretty decent for someone who's playing. Is he playing striker for them?
No,
He
he's
plays-
playing
he
cam.
plays
He's
a
playing.
cam.
He's playing right
Ah,
behind
okay.
the striker.
plays
no
a
one's
cam,
no
yeah.
one's no one's sitting Danny
Welbeck's
mate.
spot, bro. Come on, dude's,
No one's
dude's
sitting
a
Danny
machine.
Welbeck, mate.
He loves Man United too. Let me tell you, what was it 3 goals in 2 games, I think, or something like that against them?
I wonder if Ferguson's coming back. Is he healthy?
Dude, they signed. Yeah, I think he's coming back next game. So
Oh.
we'll see how he integrates. But that's 3 strikers that they have. Even though João Pedro could play cam,
But
but
Joao
Yeah.
Pedro's playing cam.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll move him too because they lost Bonanote.
Yeah,
Bonanote
but
went-
Bonanote's back
but
to
they
Leicester.
signed Minta. They signed that. They signed
Yeah.
the Mines.
That was a
German
good
dude.
plays out
signing.
wide,
Minta
though.
is good.
Mitsa plays out wide.
He does play out wide. But then
Although
they
I-
signed
Bonanote played through the
Giorgino,
middle,
they
but
signed-
Bonanote left and Joao Pedro took
yeah,
that spot. I
but
don't
then
think
they
anyone's
signed Ruter for 45 million euros, and he's a cam striker as well, kind
saying-
of.
You think they maybe push?
They could put
Drop Pedro forward and then
Yeah,
put
or
Richard behind him.
Or they'll just put Evan Ferguson in, but I don't think they're gonna throw him in the fire yet. Evan Ferguson, he just hasn't had his chance. I feel like that man is decent, but they never play him. So, or he always gets hurt. Maybe they
He
do
does
play
He
get
him.
got hurt
That's what
last
it is.
season. Last season he was
I think
playing.
he always
FM
gets-
merchant.
He is an FM merchant.
FM
Dude's
merchant.
cracked. Just
They
like
have a Dingra too, man. That guy is he's
Dingra is
nasty.
good.
But
He's
they've
very
been given
good. He's
he's been given
aging too,
Minta.
right?
Huh?
Is he like 25, 26? I feel like he's not young.
No, I think he's super young, man.
Is he? Let's find out.
He's 24.
Really? I thought he was like 25, 26. He was born in 2002, so he's
24.
he's definitely
22.
22.
22.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
he's super
Larry's
young,
right
man.
there.
He's,
next
he's
game,
really
next
good.
game.
Next
You
game.
wanna go Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Let's talk about Chelsea. How shit you guys are.
All right, we had a
Chelsea,
great
Chelsea,
first half,
Chelsea.
but that's honestly the story of the last like 2 seasons.
Did you
Chelsea
did
have
you
some good-
see towards the end of the game when Cole Palmer had the chance and he got pulled back?
I
and
did.
and that was
then he
by
called second
Wilson
yellow.
by Hughes or whatever.
Yeah, Will Hughes was on a yellow.
he was on a
It
yellow.
was a counterattack, and he was about to have a shot on goal,
Mm-hmm.
and they pull him back. There was a defensive line in front of him, but it was a clear like shirt tug, pull him to the ground. No second yellow.
and no second yellow, and then they took him out. Whoever subbed him in was the one that gave the assist for the goal or like scored the goal.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
It
how
was
that
it
whole
was
sequence
pretty
happened.
pretty ridiculous. Oh, and in the first half, bro, did you see
hate
the
Chelsea,
beginning?
bro.
They do hate
Bro,
Chelsea.
Did you see the beginning?
Chelsea
was a
Kamada
full
had like
defensive
4
line.
Chelsea
consecutive
wouldn't
fouls
have
Yeah.
lost if they just signed
and
Eze
no
over the
yellow
summer.
card, and then one of our players did one foul,
And we
gave
got
him a
a
yellow
yellow
card.
Don't have Eze.
Yeah. You guys wouldn't have lost if you just signed Eze over the summer.
I feel like that's you guys. Your new tactic, instead of trying to beat teams, just buy their best players.
I think we should buy Matoma, Esse,
No, whoa.
Solanke.
We don't need all these.
Isak.
We don't need. I'll take Isak all day.
We don't need a center back though.
Do we? Do we not? If we sell
I think
Badia
you do.
Shield,
I
No,
don't
we just need
Disasi?
You don't like what's
75
wrong with
wingers,
Badia?
32 goalies, and Nicholas Jackson.
Badia, I don't know what it was.
That's all we do.
Do you remember when Badia Shield looked so good in
Dude.
that spring session from
Yeah.
from winter all the way
Yeah.
to the end of the season?
I do not
I'm still
remember
convinced
Badia
he's
Shield
good
ever
because-
looking
Yo,
good.
he was
No, he was.
He was
He
probably
was
our
good.
best signing of that window.
Yeah, he was good.
He outplayed. Was Enzo that year as well? It was Enzo.
think
It
so,
was
yeah.
Dacho Fofana. It was all those people. It was like 8 of it. It was Mudryk that window. He was the best signing out of all. Of them.
Misha.
And I thought he was gonna be class. Wrong, we were.
yeah. I don't
Anyways,
know. You guys feel like everybody's gonna be class.
that's not true.
I feel like every player that comes to Chelsea, it's like
Because
that's maybe one of the best
we do
players.
sign high ceiling players. I feel like for the most part.
Yeah.
Not that they get to that
It's
point.
high
but
ceiling for y'all.
It's a high. You wish you can sign half these people that we were signing.
No, I mean, I feel like, ooh, yeah, I'm fucking. It's West Ham. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know. So watch
Yeah.
it, Mister.
Yeah, you guys. We still have kudos.